Hey guys, it's Luch, and look, it's Luke Taylor, who's normally behind the camera, but he saw a very interesting movie last night, Blinded by the Light, which just would indicate already some sort of Springsteen thing.
Absolutely.
What it's about.
Well, Blinded by the Light, it's inspired by the music of Bruce Springsteen, and it's based on the memoir of Sarfraz Manzoor. He's now a documentarian, and he grew up in Luton, which is a town about 30 miles northwest of London. And as a teenager, he discovered the music of Bruce Springsteen, and he felt that it really spoke to him. So really, this film is a slightly fictionized retelling of Sarfraz's story. It follows 17-year-old Javed, who is a teenager and kind of like a lot of teens is having a hard time fitting in lots of different ways, but then he meets a classmate who introduces him to the music of Springsteen, and his life changes.
Okay, and is it also fair to guess that he finds this is someone else who feels the same way I do about things and is able to express them in a way, and yet they couldn't be two more different people, Mr. Blue Collar Bruce in New Jersey and this kid in England?
Yeah, yes, indeed. And in fact, the character Javed is skeptical at first for that very reason. Because Javed is a British teen with Pakistani parents. So his fitting in is kind of complicated further. But when he meets a classmate who's also of South Asian descent, he's skeptical and he says, how does Bruce speak to me? Bruce is a white guy, an American, and his friend says, trust me, Bruce talks to us.
So, tell me about the boss.
Bruce is the direct line to all that's true in this world.
Seriously? What does he know about our world?
Guard these with your life, yeah? You can thank me later.
I'm going to just tell you straight up, when we first were talking about this premise of this movie, my one fear was that, because I was never a big fan of the show Glee, does it have any, are there lavish musical numbers in this movie?
There is one really significant one that centers on Born to Run.
Of course.
But the thing is, the director is Gurinder Chadha. She's the one who gave us Bend It Like Beckham. So kind of drawing on some of her personal and cinematic roots, it's almost like a Bollywood-inspired musical number. There's song, there's dance, you hear the whole thing, and it almost comes across as sort of a dreamlike thing. But the thing is, it serves the story because the music is so influential in Javed's life that he's just kind of imagining the magic that this music brings to his life. It is a little bit of a departure from what we see in a lot of Western film, but it's not overblown. So it actually feels good, and if you love the music, then it's like, hey, I get to hear the whole song.
That's very cool.
It's kind of great.
And so Blinded by the Light, is it got a wide release, a narrow release? Where is it at now?
That's a good point. Right now it's doing some pre-screenings, but this Friday it opens everywhere. I had a look before that. It's opening in very wide release Friday, August 16th.
Very cool.